Hello! Welcome back to another weekly writing vlog. A lot of my time today is going to be taken up with freelance work, so I'm going to spend most of the day doing that, but there will be time later on to do some writing. Once I've done work here, then I'll probably head out to that cafe again to do some. And also while I'm out, I want to head into Waterstones because it is the 31st of August today, which means two things. One is that it's basically September, which means that, as we all know, that's basically October, which means that autumn is here. And so I'm finally wearing my green beanie to try and hurry autumn up a little bit, because autumn's great. It's the best. You got crunchy leaves, cinnamon drinks, all things that are good. But the fact that it's the 31st of August also means that my uncle's book is out today. So when I head out to do some writing later on today, I'd quite like to stop off in Waterstones to see if I can see the book out there in the wild on the shelves. So that's really exciting. We'll go and have a look. But now I need to get on with some work, so if you'll excuse me. So, done all the freelance work I need to do for today. Saw a cool steam train. Yeah, let's go and do some writing. Wet on the way back. Oh well. So yeah, that was a pretty good writing session actually. Somewhere between 800 and 900 words, which is pretty good. I'm finally getting through this scene, this one that I've spoken about for the last couple of videos, this Council of Elrond scene, as I've been calling it. You know, it's that scene where everyone's talking about the problem and how to fix it. They're sort of thinking about what they need to do, putting the team together, and it's going really well. I'll probably make another video about this because it's something which I think about quite a lot, but it's the idea that you can plan as much as you want. You can keep planning what you're going to write, whether it's the entire book or the individual chapter you're writing right then. I find that I can plan as much as I want, but the moment I get into the flow of writing, all of that plan goes out the window and it kind of takes over. It kind of takes on a life of its own, which is exactly what you want, isn't it? Every creative person is looking for that sort of flow state. And the really interesting thing is when you get into that flow state and then somehow the story takes over and then somehow you still end up getting to the point that you originally planned to get to, which to me just kind of seems like magic. And those are the best times, I think, when you're writing and the story just moves on its own, it has a life of its own, it builds up steam and just chugs along. And what more could you ask for, really? But I think I'll leave it there. Just a quick update today. I've got another video coming out probably tomorrow, but we'll see how that's going. It's taking a little while to edit, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, and they didn't have my uncle's book, unfortunately. I guess it just hasn't come in yet. It is out today, though, so I'll put a link in the description. It's called Tinseltown. I think that's the full name, Tinseltown, by Ian Herbert. You might have heard of the story of Wrexham Football Club, Wrexham AFC. I have no interest in football at all, but it's still a really interesting story. Basically, it's a club in North Wales, and it was bought by Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, both Hollywood actors, and both bought this sort of small football club in the UK. My uncle is a football writer, and he's a journalist, writes for newspapers and things like that. And he's just written a book about that whole story. So I'll put a link in the description. And yeah, check it out. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. I feel like that's becoming my movement for hitting the bell. I don't know why. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.